Hello, this is Black River Paranormal Investigations. I'm your host, Rich Hardway, and today I brought you back to a location 2 years exactly tonight. I came into this cemetery with Sherry. We came in at midnight and we were here till 3 o'clock, 3:30, and we walked around and we explored. We had a K2 meter, this one right here exactly, and I had a nighttime handy cam, digital camera. We were walking through, we both had K meters in our hand, and just, we were a little bit apart when I actually gotten like another road down from Sherry, when I noticed that she had stopped here and she was talking. So I came around on a swing and I came up and I got behind her with the handy cam, and I stood there filming the K2 meter while she had a conversation with a lady who's in this family tomb named Mary. So here's how this family goes. It's Seymour Wesley Baldwin. He was born in 1807 and he passed away in 1891. His first wife, her name was Mary. Her maiden name was Candid. And she was born, actually it doesn't tell me when she was born, but she died in 1836 at the age of 23. She gave birth to her son. He's over there in his family plot with his wife. 6 days after giving birth to him, she died. Sherry had walked up to this plot and she had a feeling, so she started talking, and she got no responses when she asked if Seymour was here. And then she asked if Fidela was here, which ended up being Seymour's second wife. She died in 1886. So she also died before Seymour. So he had two wives and they both went before him. And they're both buried here. Along with, he had one child, which is the son that killed Mary giving birth. But anyway, we came up here and Sherry was holding the K2 meter, and when she asked, Mary, are you here? Or Mary, would you like to talk to me? The K2 meter started going off like crazy. It's going off again. I don't know if you can see that or not. Mary, do you remember when Sherry was here and had that 20-minute conversation with you? Mary, if you're here, can you light up the lights for me? They're lighting up, folks. I'm not sure. It's going all the way to here, kind of faintly. So Mary, I was here 2 years ago and I videoed a conversation with you and Sherry. Now here's what was strange about that event. I had an hour of video leading up to me walking up behind Sherry and getting her. The lights are lightening up. I hope you guys can see this on the camera. But I walked up behind with the camera and I was filming Sherry. From the moment I got to the lights, there's just a bleak of them on film, until we were done and we walked out. We went around that way of this tomb and we got over to that corner and I said, that was amazing. Okay, so there's me coming up behind her, got that on film, got absolutely no footage of her talking with Mary whatsoever. And the next footage it started was right there at the corner when I said that was amazing. And Sherry said, oh my God, I can't believe how good that was. In the ghost hunting world, paranormal world, we call that being ghosted. A lot of times they'll use your power from your equipment as a means to be able to communicate with you. So I just like you to know that I do not have my cell phone with me because I believe they interfere with these K2 meters a little bit. This GoPro camera does not. I've already tried it extensively. There's a little bit of lighting. Mary, are you at peace here? Is that your son over there, Mary? Is your son buried here, Mary? Would you like to talk to us today, Mary? Idella, are you here? Mary, why don't you light up my lights one more time? And then I'll let you be at peace. Can you light up my lights one more time for me, Mary? Thank you, Mary. That was really good. Thank you. Right on cue. Sherry and I are going to come back some evening. We're coming again with the video cameras, but we're going to be more prepared next time. And I hope you're up for a conversation with her one more time. It's interesting when you find a family tomb like this and you get real live action off of it like that, and then you know, we were here in the dark and we came back during the day and we pieced together, you know, how she died 6 days after giving birth to her son, and him and his wife are like right there, and then on the back side is their kids. They have 2 kids over there. We're going to assume that's their 2 kids. It could be one and a spouse, but kind of fascinating. Next time I come out here, I'm going to set up the REM pod and see if I can't get a little action with that. But I hope you enjoyed this evening video explaining what happened here and why we don't have good footage of this. We've talked about it ever since it's happened, but we don't have any footage to prove it. This is Ridge Lawn Cemetery in Elyria, Ohio, my hometown. It's the oldest cemetery in town. The founder is buried in this cemetery along with his family. We have Civil War and we have Revolutionary War people buried here. There's a big Civil War monument here for 4 soldiers from Elyria who were killed during the Battle of Harper's Ferry, West Virginia, and Martinsburg right there, if you're familiar with that little battle that went on. Stonewall Jackson was going through and turned around and they had a skirmish there at Harper's Ferry. It was Harper's Ferry, Maryland Heights, and Martinsburg, Virginia. They all come together right there along the river. It's like a 3-point, if you will. And 4 soldiers from here in Elyria were killed during that battle. So there's a gigantic monument here of a Union soldier holding a rifle. He's probably about 50 feet up in the air. And considering it was put up there over 100 years ago, it still looks really amazing today. But anyway, that's all I had for this video tonight. I wanted to see if I could get some action with Mary, and I did. So I'm pretty happy about that. And I got to explain one of the greatest investigations that Sherry and I ever had, but we had absolutely zero proof that it ever happened. So until next time, this is Rich. Take care of yourself.